Hi, welcome to the Truth Factor where we do headlines with an attitude. And I'm sorry, I hit this before you you had said something. We are getting ready for a storm here, so this video is going to be as quick as possible. I want to be able to do a prayer video after this. Anyway, so we have a lot of things developing now, guys. After the crazy night we had last night, I can't say that I'm surprised, but I am. I have questions. Let's just say questions. We had a lot of activity last night um, that I watched, and then tonight we have hits. So I don't know what to say or what to think. Anyway, just saying. Um, Here we go. We're going to get right into this, guys. There's all of these things except for this. This came up after I had gotten everything together. But this here is from Shadow of Israel. Israel has initiated an onslaught on Iran, targeting the nuclear facility situated in Isfahan. Iranian air defenses are actively countering the attacks on their facilities, prompting a halt on commercial flights over Iran. Additionally, Israel is conducting airstrike sites in Syria and Iraq. Iran has declared its intent to retaliate using unprecedented weaponry. The situation differs from Iraq, as Iran can expect a full support from Russia and China. All eyes on Putin. It had to be this way, and that's all it says. Um, so let's see if we can watch this again. You can see a little smoke there. Mm, we can hear something, but not see. I guess maybe you can see them. I guess that's a missile right there. I don't know. Still a minute left, guys. We'll wait and see if anything develops in this video. It looks to be like a very busy city. You can hear motorists. So I would say these are not um, areas that are not like a safe face type of strike. I'm not saying it, but anyway, pause. 16 seconds. Not still didn't see anything, but anyway, not saying there's not nothing there to see, but everything is, guys, is in the description, the box below, except for that. Hi, Miss Helen. Uh, um, Hi, Helen. Hello, Watchman.
Is my phone in the bathroom?
They're not, are they, Watchmen? And it does really does look like Israel, Iran is gonna retaliate. As much as said so there, so they may have absolutely. Yeah, oil futures will already go up 3%. 100%. Okay, so then we have this is in the Wixit. This is from Global Military. Breaking: U.S. officials have told ABC that Israeli missiles have struck sites in Iran. Now, guys, I can't even begin to tell you how watching all of that and hearing all the activity last night, just crazy. Here's additional footage showing anti-aircraft fire earlier over the city of Isfahan in central Iran. I guess this is a better audio of the aircraft. I guess that's what this is. Oh, goodness sakes. You really have to ask yourself if last night was in preparations for this. I don't know, guys. I don't know. We're not going to watch all of it. Here is more of Iran. Additional footage showing anti-aircraft. Yep, I already hit that one. That's the same one. Sorry. Iran has been hit. Iran has closed its airspace above its western border per a recent notum. The following area is closed. Laman, Provin. I don't know. Can't even say all that. Then alongside of air boundary to the point of origin, the 19th until the 19th, estimated created. Israel is currently striking Iran. It remains to be seen whether it is just token attacks for appearances or whether they are attacking real targets with the intent to cause real damage long term to Iran. Refineries, nuclear power plants, targets. I would say if they're hitting major cities as being reported, that would be something. This here says this is an unconfirmed report that are now arriving that Israel has struck targets in Isfahan, a major city in south central Iran. Explosions were heard in Isfahan in central Iran, in the Sawabi governorate of southern Syria, and in the Baghdad area of Babel, governorate of Iraq, early Friday morning, according to the initial reports. And that's a huge explosion, guys. Let's see. And then we have Times of Israel. Iran warns it may revise its nuclear doctrine, threatens to hit Israeli nuclear sites. Iran could review its nuclear doctrine following Israeli threats to strike the country, a senior Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps commander said on Thursday as the world braces for Israel's response to Tehran's unprecedented April 13 drone missile attack. Tehran has always insisted its nuclear program was strictly for peaceful purposes, a claim Israel and much of the Western world dismiss. The threats of the Zionist regime against Iran's nuclear facilities make it possible to revise our nuclear doctrine. So this here is, I mean, if they have nuclear doctrine, they have nuclear weapons, guys. That goes without saying, right? So I think that this will, could come back to bite Israel in the, you know what. Anyway, so I have a couple of other things too. This here is insane. Elon Musk says, this is Josh Hawley. And I have to stop. Let's see. We have to share this out, guys. This is crazy, isn't it, Helen? It is indeed. We'll try and hold on. I did it without hitting the thing. All right, there we go. Sure. All right, so now you guys can hear.
December the 9th, 2023, it's approved. So this is your policies in action, Mr. Secretary. A criminal is permitted into this country on grounds flatly not permitted, flatly contradictory to the statute. He commits a crime against a child, and then he gets a work permit. he gets a work permit. You want to know why all of the jobs in the last 2 or 3 years have gone to illegal migrants? Working people in this country can't get a job. Their unemployment rate's high. Why? Because of things like this. And then what's he do? Well, we all know. Then in February, he commits the heinous crime against Laken Riley. Is this a record that you are proud of?
Senator, you've misstated some facts.
I have read from the parole file, which you have said you don't recall, don't have, you miscited. I'm reading from it. It is right here. And I've just, pursuant to the speech and debate clause, I have just read it into the record. And the reason is you have lied repeatedly to Congress and to the American people about this. They deserve to know. And the only way they're going to know is if I tell them. I've just told them. It's in the record now. I've read it verbatim from the parole file. Verbatim. I just want to know, why did you change your story so often? Why didn't you just answer honestly to Congressman Bishop and Senator Britt?
Senator, I am confident that justice will be vindicated in the criminal prosecution of the case.
Well, hopefully he'll get more of a trial than you got. Otherwise, there'll be no justice for anyone at all.
Yeah, and I can't say that I disagree with Holly on that. I mean, kind of crazy. That his impeachment things were just dropped, right? All right. Then we have a raw alert. CIA, this was a couple of hours ago. This was like at 6:30. CIA Director Bill Burns has issued a warning that there is a very real risk that Ukrainians could lose on the battlefield by the end of 2024. So, guys, we're seeing the, I don't know if it's a surrender type thing or if it's just a loss. But it doesn't look promising for Ukraine, does it? And then we have the FBI says Chinese hackers are inside the U.S. infrastructure to cause a devastating blow. Then you mean to tell me the day after emergency services go down in 9 different states, which DHS said would happen hours prior, the FBI comes out and says the Chinese hackers are planning attacks on U.S. infrastructure? I have to say that would be a big question. And then he says there's a good reason to believe that fiber wire cut is a lie to obscure the truth that we were in fact attacked. I am convinced that at this point they are definitely planning something big. It's just a matter of when. I believe it will be between now and November, designed to interfere with you. That's what he says. This is not normal. A short list of the hackers can cause issues with energy, water treatment, medical, telecommunications, banking, 911 services, military installations, transportation. We really need to stay vigilant and prepared to deal with potential catastrophic situation between now and then. And here is a video from him. If you care to see it, it is in the Wixit. All right. And then we have Calesto putting out that a New York Dem was busted for faking signatures on what other than event petitions, including dead people. A councilman from suburban New York faces charges for allegedly submitting event petitions with fraudulent signatures, including those of 3 deceased individuals, according to prosecutors and a news report. Rob Scott, 44, a Dem on the Peekskill Common Council, is accused of handling in a 2023 petition for a country lawmaker seat with signatures from individuals who passed away in 12, 17, and 22, as reported by Rockland Westchester Journal News. Additionally, 8 people listed in the 37-page petition claim they had never signed it. The names, along with deceased individual signatures, were among 537 that Scott purportedly certified as having personally witnessed. Wow, that's huge. What's even bigger is that they're reporting on it, right? And then we have Michigan militia created to defend 2A. In Michigan, a militia has just been created in order to defend the Second Amendment. Specifically, the Holton Township Board passed a resolution that primarily did two things. Firstly, it declared the township to be a Second Amendment sanctuary community where unconstitutional laws controlling firearms will not be recognized. Secondly, Holton Township created an enforcement mechanism for this resolution in form of voluntary community militia whose purpose is to preserve the constitutional right to keep and bear arms. And there is an Epic Time article for you to click on. Then we have from End Time Headlines. Smart gun will require fingerprints and facial recognition technology to operate. A smart gun developed by BioFire will soon start shipping to customers who pre-ordered the firearm. According to the company, the BioFire smart gun features built-in fingerprint and infrared facial recognition technology that permits use only by the authorized individuals. BioFire has called the first and only biometric firearm on the market. The gun is a full-size 9mm striker-fired semi-automatic pistol. It features 10 magazine sizes and a double-stacked 15-round magazine. The barrel is a 4.7-inch long and 8.7-inch long. The gun's total weight unloaded is 2.4 pounds. We're actually going to be shipping the first smart guns here within the next few weeks to early customers, and that's a huge milestone for us. CEO Kai Kloepfer told host Maria Bartiromo on Maria Bartiromo's Wall Street late last week. We're excited to get to the work at fulfilling this full backlog now, and that we're fully into production. BioFire told Fox Business on Tuesday, wider shipments will be fulfilled throughout the remainder of the year, with volume expected to continue to ramp up as Bonfire continues to build up production capabilities. The company first revealed its 9mm BioFire smart gun about a year ago. Koffler told Baltimore last week that BioFire has found that many gun owners are struggling with challenges of wanting to make sure they're appropriately and safely secure their firearm, ensuring their children don't get access to it, but also have access to that in the very few short seconds that they might need to get access to it in some sort of home defense emergency. With that, its smart gun geared toward home defense, he said BioFire is looking to help solve that. I can see where this could be a perk for people that, have children in their house. I definitely could see that. Because everyone knows that if you have, locks on them, those can be time consuming in an emergency situation. And then earlier today, when we did our stream earlier, we had mentioned the 2 hunters from Daily Mail article, but here is End Time Headlines. 2 hunters become the first Americans to die from the zombie deer disease after eating the infected meat. And I did get to see, I don't know who, I don't recall, but there is apparently, there's ways to test the meat, I guess. And so people can get their meat tested. And so if you take your deer to a processing plant, I would definitely make sure that they do a test for that disease itself. So that you don't become, but again, is this just another way to control, making sure that you're taking, because I know a lot of, I know a lot of hunters that will just leave the deer out and process it themselves per se, versus taking it and have it processed. So is this a way to secure that they take them to, approved processing plants? I don't know, probably. That would be my thought. Anyway, 2 hunters may have become the first Americans to die from the zombie deer disease. Experts have been warning for years that nearly 100% fatal chronic wasting disease, which leaves deers confused, drooling, and unafraid of humans, could jump from animals to people. But a new study theorizes that it had already happened in 2 hunters who died in 2022 after eating contaminated venison. One of the victims, a 72-year-old man, suffered rapid onset confusion and aggression, as well as seizures. He died within a month. He was diagnosed with his death with, I don't know, we're going to call it CJD, a brain wasting condition that has been compared to mad cow disease. The hunter's friend also died from the disease, but there were limited details about his condition in the research published last week in the journal of Neurology. The researchers are from Texas, but details about the deaths happened is also not known. DailyMail.com has reached out to the researchers for comment. CJD is caused by misfolded proteins, which proteins do not fold into the correct shape, called prions. After infection, prions travel throughout the central nervous system, leaving prion deposits in brain tissue and organs. Similar to CWD, CJD is caused with misfolded prions. Through it most likely afflicts patients in random. However, researchers believe that due to the history of both hunters eating meat from the infected herd, they could have actually developed the CWD. Although causation remains unproven, the cluster emphasizes the need for further investigation into the potential risk of consuming CWD infected deer and its implications for the public health, the team wrote. So,
Okay, got something for you.
I mean, guys, if this happened last year and we're just now hearing about it, or I think we heard about it last year. I kind of vaguely remember. I think that, they're going to be announcing this like every so often to keep people probably, to make sure your stuff gets, like I said, processed. What?
Really?
What did you say, man? What do you say?
All right. A hunter, okay, and the one man was 70-something years old.
Mm-hmm.
He's not going to eat or even shoot and process a deer that is not acting right. A hunter knows, and he's not going to shoot a deer or any animal that they know is not right. And this guy was 70-some years old, so he knows how animals act.
Right.
I mean, come on. That's just sounding pure asinine. I'm sorry to say it that way, but yeah.
So hubby is he's calling.
I'm calling them out because I mean, and they're going to wait 3 years to say something or 2 years to say something about it. I mean, come on.
Well, I think we heard about it last year, but to hear about it again right now, it's kind of,
Well, the stupid thing is it's nowhere even close to hunting season.
And that's just it is them creating these things, and then we have the issue, and nobody wants to shut down this stuff. It's bioweapons, and they're being used against us. The tax money's still going. Oh my goodness sakes! I will definitely take a look at that, Watchman. Thank you, brother. But it's crazy, guys. Anyway, so I'm just checking out X real quick, guys. There have been recent explosions near Isfahan and Nats cities in central Iran, where significant facilities for the Iranian nuclear program are located. So, reports that they're in the vicinity. So, have they hit it? I don't know. Okay, so I missed this one from Praying Medic. Russian hackers are suspected of sabotaging a Texas water treatment plant. Okay, so did we not just see a warning from the CIA about Chinese, and now they're going to come in and Russia did it? I mean, come on, guys. Who is it? Is it China or Russia? Or is it both? I mean, in all seriousness, don't claim China is, you know, in our infrastructure, and then put out something about Russia doing it. It's crazy. Anyway, so kind of scary, targeting our water. It just kind of reminds me of the word that I got about water. Let's see. The FBI will attack the U.S. infrastructure and attempt to blame China. Huh, I hear you. Israeli missiles hit a site in Iran. Yeah, we know that. They've hit several sites, right? All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and I don't see anything else pressing really new. I did miss a couple of things. Israel has launched an attack on Iran on Supreme Leader Khamenei's birthday. Oh, ain't that nice? What a way to have a birthday, right? That's kind of ironic. Just saying. Okay, so this here is from DEF CON. It says, in the event of any radiation reported from these attacks on Iran, we will list them in our radiation report section. So for people that follow the DEF CON warning system, you might want to check the radiation report section. That's good to know. And then and Iran has promised an intense and brutal response to any attack on Iranian soil. So multiple reports and U.S. officials has confirmed that the IDF has hit a site inside Iran. And guys, I'll tell you, I don't know that I can't say that I'm shocked, to say the very least. And 10 minutes ago, it looks like there is a fire on the Atlantic City Boardwalk. Not good. We've been there. I love Atlantic City, and the boardwalk is fun. Interesting. Anyway, so we have boardwalk on fire in Atlantic City. So, and oil has jumped more than 3% on the Middle East worries, obviously. So, guys, if gas went down, I would encourage you to possibly go and, if you can, top off. Let's see. Israel begins strikes in Iran. All right. So, okay. So a major alert. Meteorologist reveals that record storms in Dubai were created by, imagine. Anyway, all of us, we do have some heavy rain coming. And my husband had us prepare for if the power goes out. I don't know why whenever he has a feeling, I don't ignore it. So that being said, we're going to meet back in just 2 minutes. I'm going to set up for prayer. I hope you guys will join me. Anyway, hope to see you for prayer. We got to pray about all this stuff. Get peace. And I'll just tell you that all of the stuff that took place, and then today, and then tonight, hearing these reports, just not surprising. That's all I can say. Anyway, God bless you, and we will see you shortly. I hope you'll join me. Anyway, thank you for joining me for these updates, and we will see you later. Bye.